Hi, everyone. So this is the second video of getting started with the Our Sci Reflectometer. I will be sharing my screen throughout, and I also may be pausing throughout because this is a phone setup video and some processes in it just take a little bit of time and waiting. Might as well not do that on video. But to start, I'm going to be showing you, as I said, the phone setup walkthrough. That's the first step to getting started with these devices since they need to connect over Android. If you ordered a phone from us, it'll come like this. If you already have an Android, you probably can skip this video. I assume that you know how to connect to Wi-Fi and all of that because it will be your standard phone. But if you have an iPhone and you just have the Android for using the reflectometer, you might want to tune into this one. So when opening this, as I said in the first video, it has all of the manuals. It has the charger, and then the phone itself is wrapped in an additional bubble bag, so you'll have to open that. The battery is already installed, but here's the phone. You'll need to pull off this little film, and then you can power it on. And I'm going to just start sharing my screen here, and I'll be sharing just a video of what I am doing with this phone so that you can get a sense of the setup, and we'll just walk through it together. So let's share. And as I said, on the right side of this screen, you can see our getting started page. And the first step here, connect your Android phone to Wi-Fi. So we're going to do that now. We're going to get the phone set up over here, and we're going to connect to Wi-Fi. Start, just power on. It's a button on the right side. And you'll see this little red light come on when it's powering on. And I'm going to pause the recording until we get that powered on. All right, and the phone is powered on. It just said it was initializing, preparing data, and taking a minute. And here we are, and it's going to ask if we want to activate the phone. This is with Verizon. Our assumption is that you will not want to activate the phone because you will not want it to be on your standard phone plan. So I'm going to click right here, don't activate. Activation failed, that's what we want. We don't want to activate it, as I said. And then right here on the left, exit activation. Now it's going to take a minute. The next step is to connect to Wi-Fi. So I'm going to pause again. You should select your Wi-Fi network and just put in your password. Great. Okay. You can see here I'm now connected to Wi-Fi. So I'm going to click next. And it's checking for updates. And as it does that, I will once again pause this recording. All right, the next step is to sign in with your Google account, just an email or phone number. This step is actually required. Unfortunately, you have to do this in order to get the Survey Stack app to work, which is the app that we use with the reflectometer. So again, I'm going to pause it, but in this time, I'm going to put in my email and my password so that I can activate my Google account on this phone. All right, now that I'm logged in, I'm going to click I agree. This is to the Google Terms of Service because I need to activate this account. So clicking I agree, and it's checking info. And again, there are a lot of starts and stops this process. So I'm just going to pause the video again while this process is completed, and then I'll start it. Okay, and we're back. And now it's asking me which device I want to restore for this Google account. Which apps do I want? This phone is logged into a lot of, or this Google account is logged into a lot of devices because it's an Our Sci account. I do not want to restore any of my apps actually from any of those devices. So I'm just going to click don't restore. And you might choose to do that, or you might choose to mirror whatever other device you have. Now it's asking to protect my phone with a password, a PIN, or some type of pattern. I'm going to say not now. I don't really care if this phone locks or not. So just not now. It's just saying this is a protection feature. Am I sure I don't want it? I'm going to skip it anyway. So that's this button. Google services. This is just talking about, this service is related to my account. I can choose to uncheck them if I want. I'm going to leave them and just click next. And now this step can take a moment, although it actually went through quite quickly this time. I don't feel the need to select an email server at this time. Again, if you choose to set up any of these things, you're totally welcome to, but I'm going to skip it. And it's not necessary for the reflectometer. The only thing that's absolutely necessary during the setup is you do need to log into that Google account and activate your Google account. You don't need to activate a Verizon account. You don't need to tie all of these things together through other devices associated with your account, but you do need to sign into a Google account in order for the app to work. And now we're ready to go. So I'm going to say, got it. And here we are. This is the phone's home screen. You can click got it. And the next thing is just in order to use the reflectometer, you're going to need to connect to Wi-Fi. So I'll show you how to do that now, and then we'll wrap up this video. So in this, on this phone, you should go to apps in the center at the bottom, scroll to the gear settings. So that's your settings, or the gear app, which is settings. Click Wi-Fi. And I'm already connected because I did that during setup. But if you're not connected, you can do that now. The other thing you should do, click the back button in that bottom left, and you should enable Bluetooth. The reflectometer is a Bluetooth enabled device. You need it to connect with this phone. So you'll need to turn on that ability in settings as well. And now you're good to go. The next video will get you through the next step of the getting started page, which is opening the app and choosing your survey. Thanks for watching.